Hello. Hello, everyone. So the last session before the break. Very happy to be here with Diana. I think we can, let's take the clicker to be easier.
Yes, you're right. And I hope you are well awake, because it is the last session, but it is the best one. So we intend to wake you up.
We'll try to. Quick introduction about our history. So I think Olivier did it very well this morning. So we started by PLM, Product Lifecycle Management, with the acquisition of several companies, Matrix One with the Smart Team. And then we moved from Product Lifecycle Management to Experience Lifecycle Management, where in fact we imagine the product not only as a product itself, but with a full experience around it and the usage of the product. And here we acquired the two important brands, EXALEAD and NETVIBES. And in the end of this main phase, with, of course, the creation of the 3D Experience platform, we acquired Iterop, which is a key element of ENOVIA portfolio, and PROXEM to power data science experiences and AI. And right now, we are at the era of what we call virtual twin experience, powered by data science. It's the title of our session. We'll talk a little bit more today about this very important topic for us.
And if I may, Vincent, just a small snapshot on those three companies that were acquired, EXALEAD, NETVIBES, and PROXEM. I've seen in the word clouds that were presented previously that the NETVIBES word is a keyword presented as something that you want to know more about in terms of transformation and AI. And actually, the NETVIBES brand is the fusion of those three acquisitions where we had top guns in data and AI, and it is the external growth strategy of Dassault Systèmes to augment our offers on that, because it is a mandatory thing to do in today's paradigm, and we anticipated that 10 years ago. We did not wait ChatGPT to realize that.
Exactly. So a little bit of corporate messages. Our CEOs are not here today with us, but they will love our presentation of the promise of the brand, for sure. So two different promises. Plan your definition of success, reveal information intelligence. So I think they are very profound statements, and you recognize the compass with the different brand colors. So we are the orange brand. It's not by random. We are two brands really at the core of the collaboration for the whole platform. And more importantly, we are addressing not only engineers, or I would say designers, but all people in business. And this is really where we are going with our strategy right now, to target all I would say, all people in business to, I would say, collaborate together and innovate together.
And actually, what we are doing is that Dassault Systèmes was very well known for engineers, for product, for manufacturing, design, simulation, you know that very well, but actually product data is at the center of all other organizations. Many speakers said that already. The BOM is actually used by people in virtual product development, but to design also cost-aware and sustainability-aware. You have also product data at the core of planning. You have to know the BOM of the product that you are manufacturing, to organize all suppliers, and to plan it in time. So you have then your value network, so you can put in place the most resilient and flexible supply chain to have that running. And at the end, your product is also operated. It is on the field in the real world, and here also you need to manage it. So ENOVIA and NETVIBES, two brands together, those are the domains we address, adjacent to product, but outside engineering, extending to all enterprise employees. And what you see at the bottom here, collaboration and intelligence, is a unique way we want to do that, and that's what we are going to show you in the virtual twin experiences.
Exactly, and so just to summarize what we are going to talk about today, for a technology enabler for it, and I think what Diana explained is very aligned with the Technia purpose statement, design smart product faster. We are going to illustrate how we can do it with the 3D Experience platform, with virtual twin experiences, collaboration at the heart of all what we do right now. And I think Daniel did explain it very well during this session. AI, of course, everyone is talking about it. So we are going to show both existing things and things that does not exist yet. And of course, cloud as a key enabler for innovation.
So let's start with virtual twin experiences. You may have noticed, if you attend to Dassault Systèmes events since now many years, that even the words have changed. We provide virtual twin experiences. So where does that come from? Thank you. It is really the unique approach we wanted to put in place. We did not want to make yet another sourcing or finance or ERP, CRM solution. We already know that users are split between so many different systems and applications. We wanted a unique approach around the virtual twin of the product. So you have always this triptych in all our solutions: the models, the data science, and the collaboration. Model, it can be the model of the product itself, the assembly, the factory, but also the model of your enterprise. And Vincent is going to show it to you in action. And then you have data science. And today, if you do not have data to connect the dots between all those siloed information systems that is connected to product data, you cannot navigate your own business. So this is really a new way of working. And we always said in our solutions, we will not only get users informed of a red KPI, an urgent topic to manage, and then they go back into emails and PowerPoints and Teams or whatever. It is always actionable insight. So you click on it and you have direct link to the authoring world where you can act and solve your problem directly. So this is really key to have a unique paradigm for all Dassault Systèmes solutions. And actually, the transformation that is being brought here is that you recognize on the left the word of modeling and simulation, ModSim, that Olivier presented this morning. In the middle, you have the core value of what NetVibes is bringing to all 3D Experience Cloud solutions. And on the right side, you have ENOVIA, unique value for collaboration. So this is not just a slide. It is live in all our virtual twin experiences today with our customers. So let me show you just 2 examples. This first one was done with Renault. They had a huge problem and they said, stop, we cannot discuss new solutions right now. We are facing a major disruption in supply chain and it's complicated. Following the Ukraine war, raw material costs were exploding. And they were like, listen, guys, we have more things to deal with, and then we will talk. And we told them, but actually, you do not realize that we are the best ones to solve your problem with. So what did we do? You recognize the model on the left, the data in the middle, and the collaboration on the right. You have here on the left a data perspective. For each configuration of their car models in their car program, you can have the detailed overview of what are the raw materials that are used for this car program. And you can filter to one model or have an overall view of all the vehicles that are planned. And what can you do? You can collaborate. There is a risk. Aluminum cost is rising and it may double in the next months. How are we impacted by that? And just answering this simple question was a crisis situation at Renault back then, because their car programs, they have a very tight margin to hold on to, and they cannot afford that raw materials make all the prices of all the parts that they source explode everywhere. So right now what you can see is that with a simple drag and drop, we could make a what-if scenario. What would be the impact of the rise of aluminum price on their whole car program? And you can see that for each vehicle, it is 500 euros more, which is actually exploding margin if you roll this up to the whole car program, which is launched for many years. So when you have done that, I said, you are not left in front of your red KPI. You can act, and this is only the beginning of the value that we provide, because actually we are able to deep dive to the one part which is containing the most aluminum and which is driving the biggest part of this cost deviation. And here they can directly act to protect margin. So you can see what is the best lever that you can act on today, the first one to tackle, and then you'll go to the next one and to the next one. And you can find a new supplier for this part. Here I am in the dashboard of another user. It's a sourcing manager. So this one is really not an engineer, but he's receiving a new part to source today. With a single drag and drop, you see, we have been able to collaborate and to give him all the context of why we are asking him to urgently find a replacement for this one part that is going to cause the biggest price deviation. And he has other models, which are his networks of suppliers. So he's not navigating on car configurations. He's navigating his value network. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 suppliers, and he can have the KPIs that help him take the best decision for the best sourcing decision. And where we are synergizing with all Dassault Systèmes knowledge is because we help this user to take the best decision, even when there is not an easy solution. Apparently, this part actually is unique. And we can use 3D similarity algorithm to propose him to discover new parts that are not exactly the same part number, but other part numbers that could maybe solve the situation. And he can compare based on all decision elements to decide to change the supplier for this part. Of course, here also, it's about working together. Engineering, sourcing, they were able to synergize, but the sourcing manager cannot validate the new part himself. He's not an expert, but the same here, in a simple drag and drop, he's able to send the new part to validate to a simulation engineer who is going to check if the new part is okay to replace for the vehicle by respecting all certification and mechanical constraints that we have to respect. So you see, we had before siloed departments. You had program management in panic because program margin is exploding. You had engineering knowing where can we act on the car. And after you have sourcing, and you have the technical validation to be compliant with the certifications that are to be applied. All those people were able to work together very fast. And actually, we built that with Renault in a matter of a few months. And now, today, they have decided to use this for 1,500 employees that are reconfiguring supply chain very flexibly, very rapidly, every day. And Vincent, do you know how many savings they do thanks to this approach?
Tell me. Tell me.
No, they estimated they were making 15% savings. So they were avoiding price deviations, but they also were able to identify the best levers they had to even go further in the savings they made in their supply chain choices. So this is a virtual twin experience. A virtual twin experience is practically the applications that you know of Dassault Systèmes that are linked with NETVIBES application and ENOVIA application for data and AI and for collaboration. And when you do that in a single dashboard, you connect people so they can work together. I have another compelling example that I may not comment completely, which was done with a big customer in oil and gas. They manage capital projects. So when you are building an offshore platform, it's probably a nightmare. I do not work in this industry, but it is a big capital project. And in construction, what I do know as a customer is that delays happen all the time, and that the cost of delay penalty are the main thing to control. And actually, this customer, they had so many people to synchronize. When you build an offshore platform, you have things that you need to order like 2 years before they are really used on the construction site, because you are going to order 200 kilometers of pipes, for example. So you need to place your order 2 years before. And on the other hand, you have other people who are going to plan the workers working today. You have the weather conditions to manage. So the big program that you see over there is actually the aggregation of the data that they had everywhere. And it is the same with the previous example with Renault. What I'm showing it to you is not only leveraging the data that is already in the system application. It is because we were able to gather in one place the data that were in many siloed information systems, some on site, some at suppliers. But you have CRM data, ERP data, planning data coming from very different information systems. And here they are brought all together, so you have the intelligence in one place. And here also, long story short, they were able to identify what are the tasks that are going to have systemic impact on the whole program and that may cause delay. And they are able again to map that on the virtual twin to directly know on the construction side that this is the one pump that has been delayed in its ordering or installation. They can, in one click, thanks to ENOVIA actionability, launch an action for a person to go check or reorder or accelerate this one hard point that was identified to put back the master schedule on track. And this really has changed the way to work for this customer, because they said, before that, in the morning, I had 80 people to call. Are you on time for this one? Are we all aligned for this other one? And this was their daily routine. And now they have in one dashboard what are the 3 top people to contact today to be able to act and solve the problem directly. So you see, this is really a new way to work. And L&T people today, they make their meetings around this dashboard. And it can be on the construction site on a tablet. It can be at HQ at the other side of the world. And they all share the same level of information. They can have the same resolution power, either for the CEO or for the field technician who needs to intervene every day. So this is the power of virtual twin experiences. And we do that for many use cases. And the good news is that we not only have a gallery of 1, 2, 3, 5 use cases. Actually, what we made is new rules to connect any kind of data, 3D experience data, already on the cloud or on-premise, plus any external source. With the help also of Technia, we are able to bring any kind of data into the 3D experience platform. And with the data engineer, we orchestrate the data flow. With the data steward, we govern the concepts on which all data map. With the data scientist, we can add machine learning. With the data linguist, we can add natural language processing to manage also unstructured data. And with the data analyst, I build an application, the data perspective that is visible in the dashboard. So this is really on demand, and we can build any kind of data perspective for any use case. This is really the Lego bricks to build the use case, the solutions every company needs for its use cases.
Collaboration, thank you, Diana. I think you got the point, and the combination of 2 brands are clearly powerful. So I'm going to talk about, before really jumping on the execution aspect of the collaboration, I will quickly introduce a very strategic topic for us, which is what we call the virtual twin experience of the enterprise. Exactly as we do for products, we think that an enterprise, a company, is really like a system, very complex system, made of different levels of processes, macro processes, sub-processes, deliverable tasks, and most importantly, people to achieve this task, roles, skills. And so what we have started with several clients, from mid to large right now, is really a framework to build the virtual twin of the organization, to be able to both model, simulate business transformation. What if I do this modification in my company, and then run them on the right side of the slide here to execute them with all the tools that we have for collaboration that we'll introduce after, and of course with the help of data science to nurture this virtual model on the left part, to learn from the real executed operations and to improve them. So I have a quick story. 3 minutes video to show you an example, a fake company. So this company is called Oxos. It's a consumer electronics company. And basically, they want to tackle the AI opportunity for their smart speaker that they want to launch for Christmas. So they have a very tight agenda, and they don't know what to do. In fact, do they do a new product? Do they partner with a new company? So first, they start, of course, to brainstorm on their business model. And as you can see, there could be many ways to address AI. We use Katia Magic here to model as a system their company. And so, as you can see, this is the as-is of Oxos, where we describe the high level, the strategic objective, the organization, the processes. And in 2B, in green, you have the 2B. So, of course, AI implies collaboration with data regulations, involvement of new kind of partners to put the new application and new services, new roles, new business role in the company to ensure that they have the right skills. And then they have several alternatives that they will be able to simulate. So here it's a very simple example showing an as-is 2B process for a new product introduction. And then, of course, what's important is to communicate on this change. So we have built for them a data perspective where everyone can understand very quickly for this complex model you saw before. Very simply, I am an electronic engineer. I am part of this kind of processes, this task. I have these deliverables that I'm in charge of. So really, we indexed all this, I would say, complex, sophisticated model to a very simple one, where, of course, when we discuss with business process leaders, they want to understand where are the bottlenecks, where are the troubles. Sorry. And for example, what are the roles, business roles, which don't have any deliverables? Or what are the most, I would say, complex processes where we have multiple tasks, multiple deliverables, etc. And so this is really the left part, build the virtual twin and operating model of the organization. Now they will, of course, run this transformation, execute business transformation. Here, for example, we are showing what we call a business experience, so which is an execution operational, I would say, environment for really real people who are going to recruit new partners, composed of many things: 3D swim, pipeline, business process management tool on the top here, to really know how to engage a new content supplier with dedicated tasks and deliverables to deliver. And of course, with the power of data science, Oxos will learn from these executed processes to improve the next generation of processes. So it was quick. We have a few time today, but I'm very pleased to interact with you after the session to answer a question. Then collaboration, I think Daniel explained it very well. I have an interesting number. We are juggling into tools, changing between tools 1,200 times a day. So I think we have now a major value proposal with the 3D Experience platform to avoid this. And I think you got the point, and he did really well and better than me, my pitch. But we have 3 core roles: 3D swimmer, collaborative industry innovator, project planner, which can, even just with these 3 roles, avoid you a big patchwork of tools to manage communities, document, project, dashboards, etc. And all stored on a secure environment on the cloud. We are adding a new dimension to it, which was what we call business experiences. And it's really about adding knowledge on top of this, I would say, application, to really kickstart your journey on the cloud and not start from scratch. I have a quick video.
Discover the business experiences. A brand new portfolio of pre-configured and intuitive working environments, crafted by Dassault Systèmes and our ecosystem of partners. It is available on a new marketplace. Business experiences empower all people in your organization with business-specific knowledge and know-how to simplify their daily lives. Whether you're a startup, a scale-up, or a scaler, you will get all the support you need to succeed in your evolution and growth. And if you don't know how to make the leap, get in touch with our ecosystem of trusted partners to benefit from their guidance. You're a startup. You're about to launch a new business, and you need to empower cross-functional teams to develop groundbreaking ideas. In a few clicks, get instantly your social ideation business experience, ready to use on your 3D experience platform. For instance, based on up-to-date industry trends, you can identify and explore new business opportunities and accelerate the ideation process in a social manner. The business experience provides you with market-proven templates and relevant data to guide you all along the way. You're a scale-up. As you are growing, you need to boost your team spirit and create a collaboration culture. With social team animation, take advantage of the best practices and rituals to create a more inclusive and social environment. All team members stay in touch with their team from anywhere, anytime, and on any device. In parallel with social knowledge capitalization, promote knowledge sharing by empowering all your employees to put in common methodologies and best practices for a sustainable growth. You're a scaler now. You are supporting the continuous improvement of your product or service. One of your imperatives is to enhance customer satisfaction through quality management. To conduct your mission, you can deploy a standardized collaborative work environment, including a step-by-step methodology to drive quality enhancement process and a quality questionnaire template. To capitalize actionable data from user feedback. Benefit from ready-to-use business processes so that you can really focus on creating value. And of course, you will be continually improving your product and services. Don't start from scratch. Replicate your business experience to the dedicated teams in a few clicks. Join us today in this new era and revolution.
So, a lot of work has been done until the last 2 years, because we have not done this alone, as you see. We have done it with many partners, including Technia. So we are expanding business experience by Technia very soon this year. So it's all available for you on the cloud. So don't hesitate to try. It's a new marketplace. It will be enriched as we move forward. And yeah, I encourage you to take a look at this marketplace to get business experiences, either for collaboration, either for specialized activity with ENOVIA and NETVIBES role, or for new domains like marketing, sales, taking benefit of the knowledge and know-how from our partners. Let's move forward with AI. And again,
so artificial intelligence is, of course, the one job in which we must not be uncomfortable. Thank you, Julie. Because everything is changing every week. You have seen it in the press, and you have seen it if you are using it. Disruptions happen every week. So my job as an AI strategist is complicated because we need to adapt to change so fast. So as Olivier mentioned, we are having ongoing things that are going to be released to bring conversational AI in our solutions. But my main message today is that Dassault Systèmes, we do not want to make AI just to make AI and to satisfy the buzzword. We want to make AI that is applicable for industry use case. And guess what? You cannot just connect ChatGPT to your PLM data to have smart stuff. It does not work like that. It is okay if you are asking the global web what is Kim Kardashian doing today, because there will be much data and impressions on that, and you do not have a plane flying or a machine in production depending on this answer. So for us, at Dassault Systèmes, we have main guidelines, which are, we want to make purposeful AI. It's really important to understand that AI is not an end in itself. It must be used for what we do, actually, is help people create and imagine new solutions. And we want it to be sustainable. It was mentioned earlier, the cost of AI is actually huge. Do we really need to launch a prompt to have an answer? Given it is very costly, when we have a good old algorithm that is providing an exact answer that is completely industry applicable. So what we promote is hybrid AI, mixing the new foundation models capabilities, but to classic scientific artificial intelligence with equations and solvers, and that's also where we are very strong, Dassault Systèmes. So we are going to put in place the best of both worlds and only for purposeful results. Last but not least, we want to have responsible and certifiable AI, because we cannot put in production an AI model and risk that we fall into the 0.01% of inaccuracy. Oh, sorry, it was today. So you took an important decision based on that. And also there is new regulation coming in play. So with our unique approach, we will do AI for three things: to augment people, because they want to create many things, and generative AI can be so helpful to generate many new ideas and designs. We want to augment people with knowledge, so you do not have to be an expert in composite to once start designing composites, because maybe tomorrow you are going to be able to discuss with the industry knowledge on this domain. And also, we want to provide enterprise process augmented with AI. So really what I've shown you before with the virtual twin experiences, and we have predictive maintenance, for example. So this is really the role of the data scientist to deliver in all data perspectives, machine learning from very simple to complex algorithm in all our solutions. And we have many solutions already released that possess it. And you will find in the playground this one explained. It is really how you have at all companies a huge patrimony of components that is existing and that may be scattered in very different information systems. It can be in your file folders, it can be in a CAD system, another one, it can be on the cloud, on premise. We are able to gather everything to order it with AI. You have automatic classification of the parts that is suggested to the user. And again, as AI is not the expert and the decision maker, AI proposes and the user is taking the final decision. You see the guidelines I told you about are embedded in our solutions so they can be industry applicable. And there again, you can cross-analyze with cost data coming from SAP, inventory data. You can have many other information systems to take the best decision, and here identify the potential savings that you can make. And also, the project management solution of ENOVIA that Vincent presented, we are working to augment it with predictions on what are the tasks in your huge program that are the most probable to come up late. And also here you will see, that it is not just AI for AI, it is explainable AI. For each task, there is an explanation of why the AI has proposed this task as being probably at risk and to solve today. So for timing, I'm not going to
I think the video
it all over.
will not launch anyway. We have no time anymore.
Yeah, you do not see it, but we have a red warning here that is very threatening. So I'm sorry, I will not develop every video there.
No, but I think it's a great conclusion because anyway, we will have many things to show on AI, on anything that we showed today, on collaboration, project quality, cost, sustainability. So we are really, I would say, investing a lot. And all this will be delivered thanks to cloud. So I think it's an interesting number here. 88% of 3D Experience clients are cloud. And definitely we get value from AI and new capabilities more easily, accompanied by Technia on the cloud. So I think we can close the session. You got the three messages. 3D Experience platform. Oh, I think it's not working anymore. Anyway, I think you got everything. 3D Experience platform, virtual twin experiences, cloud, and collaboration. Thanks a lot for your attention.